Rising. Welcome to today's show. Tesla, the company owned by Elon Musk, whatever you want to call the guy, has caused a bit of a craze here in America where people are taking the microchip out of the key card and, well, take a look at what a lot of these people are doing to themselves with it.
Ben Workman is one of a few people around the world who are turning to cybernetic implants. Workman can unlock his car, unlock doors at work, log on and off of his computer, and share contact information using the same tech that's used for Apple Pay and Android Pay. You may be wondering what inspired someone to do something like this. For Workman, it's pretty simple.
In all reality, it was experimentation and curiosity.
The process to get the chips into Workman's hands wasn't as simple as his motivation, though.
On the first two, I actually didn't have anyone. I tried going to a veterinarian, to a doctor, to a piercing studio. No one would do it.
Workman ended up getting a family member to do it for him.
To get them in, they come in syringes that you just place under the skin and then pop the tags out. Except the Tesla key.
The Tesla key required a bit more work, so Ben managed to convince a piercing studio to help him, but they weren't too keen on the idea at first.
But the piercing studio was an interesting one. I figured that they would be fine with it, but they took one look at the thing I had in my hands and they said, no.
Workman also has a magnet in his left hand.
Which is literally just a magnet. It doesn't really have any interesting functionality besides just magic tricks and fun stuff. Say I try and convince them a banana is the key. And then I hold the banana up and it unlocks the door.
Whether it's practical jokes or practicality, Workman says he's excited to see what he'll be able to do next.
This is the Tesla valet card that I can use to start my car. So I'm going to dissolve it in acetone to get the chip out so I can take the chip to encapsulate it in a biopolymer and implant it in my hand and start my car. Chip in my hand that starts my car. They say like, oh, you can't like start your car with that. That's not secure. It won't work. And it makes me want to do it more. And not more because they say, no, you can't do it. And I want to like defy them. It makes me question why. Like, why can't you do it that way? Like, what are the limitations? And the chip is very much similar. He went to like a vet, and it's the same chip to track for your dog. And he said, well, if it's safe enough for me, it's safe enough for my pet.
Well, like I've said before, this is just another way to get people to want to chip themselves, right? It's a process where it goes from one device to the other device to into your body, right? We've seen it now with the credit card turning into the microchip. We see it with the Amazon Go, where people are going to the store, they don't even have to check out. And now you're seeing it with stuff like this because, hey, it's worth taking the microchip and being completely controlled, and it's worth the mark of the beast to be able to open your car a little bit easier, right? I mean, you don't want to have to press that button on your keys that unlocks the car. You need to, that's a little bit too much work. You might as well get this chip put inside you. And like I've said a million times, you heard the woman say, well, if it's safe for pets, it's safe for us. That's exactly why this huge craze has been being pushed all over America, specifically this entire year, what we saw with the hurricanes. Year after year, we've seen, obviously, the weather, weaponized weather, right? So people are fearful of these hurricanes. Well, now they've been pushing, well, you got to get your animal chipped or you're going to lose them in the hurricane. So they've been normalizing it. All the local affiliates in all of these states, Florida, Texas, all over the South, have been promoting getting the chip for your animals. It's for free. This is all part of how they just continue to pound it into your head, tell you it's safe, get you on board, desensitize you from what it really is. The next thing you know, everybody's lining up for the microchip because, heck, it's too hard to use a key. It's too hard to press a button on a key. You don't want to have to open your door with a key card or anything else. I mean, it's unbelievable, right? Even the videos that I've done on the credit card, how they're talking about, oh, well, the chip is falling out of the cards. You might as well put it inside of your body. So there's a man in Idaho, there's a man in Utah. You see this one here. Look how they're even promoting it. Real life Tony Stark can unlock the Tesla with computer chip in his hand. So they're saying he's almost like a real life superhero, right? Because Tony Stark, I forget, he's from it says from the Avengers. The guy that, what's his name, plays. off the top of my head. I guess I should Google it real quick so I at least can say who. Oh yes, Iron Man. Right. So they're saying like this guy is a real life Tony Stark, because remember, everybody wants to be a superhero, right? That's part of getting people on board for transhumanism. This guy's the real life Tony Stark, a cybersecurity researcher in Utah, has taken modern day technology in his own hands. Literally, Ben Workman has turned himself into Tony Stark from the Avengers by implanting 4 computer chips into his body. What a hero. Wow, really great stuff here. I mean, this guy kidding me? A Tesla key in his right hand, a magnet in his left, as well as RFID and NFC implants. The RFID and NFC chips replace some functionality of a smartphone, meaning Workman can use his hands to control his home smart devices. Wow. Wow. Boy. I mean, soon people aren't even going to want to be able to go to the bathroom without having some type of mechanical device system. That's how unbelievably lazy people are becoming because of the technology, and then they don't realize that technology is leading to transhumanism because, everything could be quicker, faster, more accessible. Faster download speeds is worth taking the mark of the beast. It's worth dying over. The RFID and NFC chips. Oh, excuse me, I read that part. Anything with home automation, he says, I can program into my chips. The 29-year-old Wiz says the Wiz. Makes me want to take a whiz, but I wouldn't call this guy a whiz. I call this guy absolutely, what's a nice way to put it? Slow in the head. I mean, you heard the guy talk. He said it's biohacking, and it's similar to microchipping a pet. He said it hurts for sure. It's a burning pain, then goes away. The magnet is bigger than the other implant. I mean, why would you get a magnet put in your hand? I mean, is this guy, what do you think, he's Magneto? Oh, my goodness. And like I said, they got these insane asylum rooms wide open for people if anyone wants to get in there. All right, but they're saving them for people like me and you. You got all these people, I'm going to get a magnet in my hand. Oh, that sounds normal. I have a penis and I'm calling myself a woman. Oh, that sounds normal. Huh? Holy crap. Since the magnet's bigger than the other implants, it causes a little bit of sensation when he moves his hand. And the Tesla key implant, which allows him to open the door with a wave, was a more involved process. It required a 5mm incision with a scalpel across the back of his hand. I had to send the valet key to a company called Dangerous Things. They take the key, dissolve it, reshape it, and then put a medical polymer on it. Finding someone to actually do it, like you heard, he said it was the hardest feat. As well as the other woman said it was the hardest feat. I mean, don't worry, it won't be too hard soon. The government will be doing this for you, I promise, in the future, right? Oh, the hardest feat isn't having a magnet or a microchip in my hand. The hardest feat is getting someone to implant me. Well, don't worry. Don't worry, because soon the government will be down there. And don't worry, too. You have Freemasons doing ID, all these things, getting people's DNA in their towns, the children's DNA, like I've covered before. Soon the Masons will be giving them out. They'll say, hey, come on down. We'll put the RFID chip right in you. I mean, can you believe what this world is coming to? But of course, putting it inside of your body makes it almost impossible for anyone to steal. And if you follow my channel since I started it, that is the one thing I've been saying over and over. You hear all of these things all the time pop up. Oh, did you hear about the breach at Yahoo? Did you hear about the breach at Experian? Right? These are all ways that they're going to get people to take the chip, because they make people fearful that somebody's just going to suddenly steal their identity. How many commercials do you hear a day on the radio? Identity theft? Has your identity been stolen? Huh? People, it's so ridiculous, but it's the fear that they put in people's heads, right? Then they can come out with these stories and say that there's a massive hacking, right? Oh, everybody's had everything stolen from them. Oh, all this money out of so-and-so's bank account. They'll put it on the national news. People will be like, oh my gosh, what if that happens to me? They'll say, don't worry, the only way we can combat this, nobody can ever steal your identity or anything, because you don't need a wallet or anything anymore. Everything's going to be inside your wrist, your social security, everything's going to be scanned, so nobody could do that. Oh, and everyone's going to go, yay, give me the mark of the beast. And they'll go, you don't even need cash anymore. You don't even need credit cards. Everything inside your body. You don't think we're going to use it to control you in any way. Don't think transhumanism is real. I mean, it's all right in front of our faces. They show us this stuff in these sci-fi movies, and people think it's all a joke. They have the capabilities to do this. This is Bible prophecy being fulfilled, even though people think we're insane. And this is just another ridiculous way that they're talking people into doing this, right? Oh, Tesla. Oh, they use the key card. Now you can get the key card inside your wrist, and we don't need keys. Look how cool it is. He walks up to his car and scans his wrist because it's so hard to use a key. It's so hard to enter a door without a key. Oh boy, this is what we all need. No one can break in now to his car. Nobody can steal any of his stuff. What an absolute joke. These people are falling for it. Hook, line, and sinker this day and age. Don't fall for the deception. It is unbelievable. These companies, these big companies are going to start pushing this type of technology. Trust me. Soon Tesla will come out and they'll say, we're not using the card anymore. We're chipping people when they buy the car. And then they never have to have a key ever again. And everyone's going to be excited. Trust me. This guy will be at the front of it and the face of it. This guy who pretends SpaceX that he's going out and finding Mars. He's a better chance of finding Mars if he bends over and looks in the mirror upside down. All right? I thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.